Alright, so today I will be reviewing my Batman Superman Series 7 Batman. This is probably the coolest figure out of the wave. Yeah, I just can't say enough good things about this figure. Perfectly sculpted. The cape is awesome. Let me just show you guys a good look at that. It goes down to the floor perfectly. It doesn't constrict him from moving or anything. It's good rubber too. It's not like cheap plastic. And it goes over the shoulders, so it gives him a realistic look. Some people complain it restricts his movement. I'll talk about that later, but it really doesn't. As for the sculpt, it's perfect. I mean, this figure, look at him. He's my problem. My only complaint about the Dark Knight movies are that Christian Bale he doesn't look buff enough to be Batman. Like you wouldn't think that he could take on a whole gang of guys by himself. But this figure definitely looks like he could. Yep, I kinda like the head sculpt. It's not my favorite head sculpt, but it's not like it's bad or anything. Alright, now I'm gonna go on to articulation. Okay, so this Batman, it actually comes pretty good in the way of articulation, especially for a DC. He's no Marvel Legends, but he's good. So the head does rotate 360. You get down, but not really that much up. Now here's what I was talking about. The cape goes over the shoulders, so it looks really awesome. It gives him that, like, darker, I don't know why it gives him a darker look, but it does. It doesn't really restrict it. I mean, if I were to move it like this, it doesn't go that much further out. It's got joint at the shoulder, joint at the elbow, wrist articulation. He does have waist articulation. That's awesome. The belt looks great in this one. They went with the realistic pouch looking-ish belt, so it's not like hard cases for stuff. Pretty good thigh articulation, very good knee articulation for a Batman. This is probably my complaints. Like, here's the Arkham City Batman. He can kind of lift his leg, maybe. I mean, it doesn't, because I like to think of Batman as aerialistic and like acrobatic. So that's why I like that knee articulation. No foot articulation. I would have liked to see that, but it's really not that much of a gripe. As for the paint, it's perfect. There's no shading on the cape. I know some figures do that, but it might look like there's shading from my camera, but there's not. It looks great. There's no shading on the figure at all, really. At least none that I can tell. But it's painted. I really do like the grays that they used with it. Again, I'm going to bring up this one. It's too light. It's too light. I don't like that. I also love the bat that they did with it. It's like the classic Batman animated series bat, which I love. As in height, he's pretty good size. Like, he's the normal size for a Batman. There's the Arkham City Batman, Dark Knight movie series Batman without the cape, because I'm the kid from Toy Story, likes to destroy toys, or at least I was when I got that. And here is my probably tie for other favorite Batman, the Father and Son series. Oh crap. Father and Son series Batman. It's awesome. And he does stand about the same size as most of them. I would definitely get this figure. If you're looking for a great Batman, then get this figure. He doesn't have chest articulation, what I know a lot of people complain about in Batman's. But I mean, he's better than this figure, who does have chest articulation. It's not really a chest joint. I mean, he can't... He goes forward about that much. It's really pointless. As you guys can probably tell, I don't like this figure. Okay. I would give this figure 9.2 out of 10. That's just... Yeah, he's great.